one area that the majority of us do have issues with, it's our thoracic back, which is basically our middle to upper back area. If you work at a desk, even if you're riding a bike a lot, most of us get some issues with our middle to upper back area. We can get headaches and can cause a whole bunch of stuff. So there's some really simple tricks you can do. This one's called thoracic extension. So you're basically rolling back over the foam roller. This is a fantastic one to use at the end of the day when you're feeling a bit tired, you're feeling a bit stiff and sore through your back. Fantastic one to do. So the position that you're in, exactly how Hayley is here. Go for it, Hayles. Knees bent up, feet flat on the floor. The foam roller sits, I tell women about bra strap level to start off with, but basically just underneath the shoulder blades. Start there. If you're finding it's too intense at that level, the higher up towards your head you go, the easier it is. The lower down towards your lower back you go, the more intense and strong this is. Now you can see with Hayley, she's supporting her head nicely with her hands behind her head, so she's taking the pressure off her neck. So if you do have any neck issues, then it's nice and supported. And also the idea is that you're not trying to push back over it, you're just trying to fold nice and gently and slowly over it. So you're trying to go with the contour of the actual roller. Fantastic one to do at the end of the day. Sometimes you might even find at lunchtimes, in the stretching studio here, or even in the Barossa, you might bust us sometimes at lunchtimes doing these exercises because we're leaning forward and treating all day. This really helps to reverse that. So if you're sitting at a desk like this, like us, if you're treating, anything you're doing where you're on your feet a lot, this can be really relieving and really comfortable for you. This is one of my favourites, and again, you probably bust us at lunchtimes doing this one because it's fabulous. So you're essentially just lying on the foam roller. So knees are bent up, feet are flat on the floor. That keeps the lower back nice and flat, doesn't put any pressure on the lower back at all, especially if you do have any issues with your lower back. You'll find this just tends to, having the knees bent up, will release a lot of that off. Now the idea is we want to make you feel that you can feel the majority of your spine on the roller. To make sure you do that, you just have to lift up your hips and then roll back down again, starting from the top down, like you're trying to get every little segment of your spine, every little vertebra, every little bone, just touching as you go down onto the foam roller. That ensures everything's touching and nice and straight. It feels fantastic. So Hayley's got her arms out to the side. Now, whatever you're comfortable with, some people, if they do have shoulder issues, don't really like to have their arms out like Hayley does. If that's the case, you just bring them and support them, both of them, like so, and that can be quite comfortable as well. Another thing you can do is even just put pillows underneath the elbows if you want to as well. But whatever you're comfortable with, if you can manage to do what Hayley does here, it helps to stretch out through the chest region as well. Which again, when you're in this position all day, whether you're at a desk typing or at a computer all day, this helps to reverse those positions and just takes the pressure off the back and the neck as well. You can see with Hayley too, like on the roller here, she's made sure that her head is actually resting on the roller, which then keeps the neck nice and supported too. So you can just simply lie on this. I give this probably, maybe start off with, if you haven't done it before and you are quite stiff, I start off with maybe a minute at a time and then roll off. We do now, easily sort of 10-15 minutes, and it's really relieving, really comfortable, particularly at the end of the day, just to help release everything off. To get off, this is the tricky bit. To actually get off the foam roller from this position, you just slowly roll to the side and support yourself. That's it. And gracefully dismount.